Thank you. So I didn't shoot the U2 film, just so everyone's clear, but I did write all the music. I like to show the U2 clips because it's very rare to see that footage at this point. The film came out 2 years ago, and it's quite powerful. If you have a chance to see it in IMAX, it's still playing at the odd place around the world. If you're traveling, by all means, see it. It's a great experience, even if you're not a big U2 fan. When I was at the world premiere of U2 3D at Sundance, Bono said to me it's the closest that he'll ever get to seeing U2 live in concert. And it struck me that he doesn't really know what they look like in concert. He's not really aware of the power that he has. And it made me think that every musician, every great moment needs to be captured in 3D for future generations, because you really do get a sense of being intimate with the subject, and you really get a sense of being there. It's like better than front row. I don't normally get to be on stage and that close to somebody like Bono when he reaches out to you. So first three questions everyone always asks me, I'm going to just motor through this. How do we do it, and what does it cost, and when's it going to be on my iPhone? So the short answer is it's easier than you think. It's cheaper than you think, and a lot sooner than you think. So, as I mentioned earlier, we shoot it with 2 cameras. A variety of camera rigs now exist. Each one has 2 cameras to shoot the left and right eye. This is a camera actually used by the Film Board for their Champlain film, designed by Sean Phillips, who I've worked with. Another, what's called a mirror rig. To bring the 2 cameras unnaturally close together, they will actually hit. So we put them on a mirror rig so you can actually, one bounces off the mirror, one shoots through the mirror. You can bring them down to close to a 0 interocular distance. So you can bring your eyes closer and farther apart depending on the shot you want to do and the distance between you and the subject. So here's the little kids in that commercial that we were doing. This has 2 F900s on it. For those of you who shot HD, it's a very early rig that we shot Toyota with. The rigs are coming down in size, but you see there's 2 lenses. And as I mentioned, it has allowed us to shoot live concerts. We did a concert with Kylie Minogue at the Air Canada Centre. We've done commercials. We did a film for the Olympics, it was mentioned earlier. It's playing at the Ontario Pavilion. If any of you are from Vancouver, please go see it. It's a 6-minute 4D ride film, shot in 3D, digital. And so there's other talk. I'm not sure if this is vaporware or if it's a real thing, but all kinds of manufacturers are now jumping into 3D. This is a 3D rig for live sports, James Cameron's rig, and these guys. So you can go and hire these guys, or this guy. This is a small format SI2K rig that we used for shooting the Ontario 4D film on a helicopter. And this is a similar rig, just reconfigured to shoot on a Steadicam. So a lot of the conventions that you use for shooting 2D are now available to you in 3D. You don't need to have the big rig. You can have smaller and smaller. The gold standard for editing 3D is the Quantel Pablo. It was the first one to come out, and most of the Hollywood live action films have been finished on it. It's awesome. It's the one you want. Final Cut and Avid are also coming out with solutions. How we exhibit. I just like this slide because it makes me laugh. But this is not what we're talking about. This is anaglyph, colored glasses. This is not what we're talking about. We're talking about polarized glasses, similar to what you would see in the cinemas, or what we're using today, the expand active glasses. This is what an anaglyph photograph looks like. This is color code, not something I recommend. The glasses are getting hipper, they're getting easier, they're more fashionable. This is polarized. Real D, you're very familiar with it if you've been to any 3D films lately. In Canada is all Real D. Expand, the glasses we're using today are active, so they shutter very quickly. You can't notice it, but it separates the left and right eye by shuttering very quickly, and it's sunk up to the projector. So these are primarily in use for professional use in North America. Outside of North America, they dominate the market in cinemas.